Hey everyone, I was going to say Friday because I usually live stream on a Friday, but it's Saturday today, so happy Saturday, happy weekend, wherever you are in the world. Do say hi in the chat and let me know where you are in the world. It's always great to see where you're kind of, calling in from. I'm super excited to geek out with you today and look at your open source projects, profiles. Let's see what you have submitted. And as always, we're going to do the first half going through the ones that have been submitted in the last few months or maybe even years. I'm quite behind. But then we're going to start picking yours from the audience in the chat. So do stick around, and any questions, any ideas, any suggestions, just write it in the chat. Everyone here is super friendly and super supportive. So let's get started. Ankit's here. Thank you so much, Ankit. You're right on time, and we've had some people who are a bit earlier. We've got Aridam, who was before, quite early, 15 minutes early, and then Kyle, Tech Squid TV, was like half an hour early. And Priyanka was like 45 minutes early, but Ankit, you're spot on time. Thank you so much for joining. Aridam's here as well. Great. I wasn't sure if you came early and then didn't show, but great to have you here. Thanks for your support. Hey, Kushiyant, awesome to have you here as well. Thanks for saying hello from India. So it's 9 o'clock here in Thailand. So I'm guessing, is it like 5 p.m. for you in India? Let me know. Hey Kyle, and for those of you who don't know, I was just chatting in the Eddie Hub Discord with Kyle, and we're going to arrange a live stream together. So let us know what topics you would like us to cover and geek out on. Go check out Kyle's profile, YouTube videos, and all the rest, and see what topics we can bring together and geek out on a live stream. Let us know what you want to learn more about. And Kyle, do you have a link-free link? Maybe we can share that in the chat, and people can see what content you produce, and then we can come up with some ideas. Right, 7:30. Okay, so it's, hour and a half difference, not too bad. I thought it was like 4 hours. 7 hours to the UK, that's why I was thinking that. Okay, well, let's get started today. Enough of my face. Let's bring up the submitted projects. So I've gone to the support repo, and don't forget you can submit yours. And when we go in the second half and look at some of your projects and GitHub profiles and so forth, I will need an issue number. YouTube will not allow you to share a link. It will automatically remove it. I won't see it. So you will need an issue number that I can find on the support repo, and then we'll do it that way. So let's get started. So we are quite a bit behind with this, and I really want to share your thoughts and feedback on this as well. Okay, let's skip that one because it's not a GitHub link without me searching around for it. No GitHub link as well. I'm not going to search around for it. Let's keep it simple. Make things simple for everybody. Here we go. We've got a GitHub profile. So what do you all think? Let's have a look. Hey Anushka, hope I pronounced your name right. Awesome to have you here. Hey Jay. Hey Praduma, how you doing? Hope you're all doing well. Okay, so what's your first impression when you see this profile? I mean, mine is that it hasn't got a profile picture. And for me, a profile picture is so important. I think there's two parts to this. I say this all the time, but for anyone new, I want to say this again. And do share your thoughts in the chat below. But if you have a unique profile picture, if it's your dog, a cartoon character of you, or a picture of the beach, whatever it is, a picture of your car, then at least it's unique to you, and then people can remember that, because we're not very good at remembering names, but we're good at remembering something visual. So that really helps. But if you want to take it even further, having a picture of you is really important. A picture where you're not too far away, not too blurred, not too dark, etc., where they can actually see your eyes. And I think that makes it a lot more personal. People are more likely to respond to messages, engage with your content, and not write anything too mean or short, because they feel it's a real person at the other end. So that's one thing I would suggest, Omkar. But I like it that you've got your name here, and your username is pretty close to your name as well, which helps it identify the kind of the person, especially across different platforms. You've got your location, which again I think is super important, so people know what time zone you're in. And you haven't made use of your bio there. You've got hello. I mean, that's kind of funny and short and so forth. What are you learning at the moment? What are you interested in? I think that'd be really important. I think you're missing an opportunity to write like 1 or 2 sentences there. Hi Misha, how you doing? Misha from Lebanon. Hey Ananya, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm so bad at these names. Awesome to have you here. Thank you so much for your contributions on Linkfree, and everyone else as well. You've all been great. Top portion of the profile README is great. I'd remove the stats and most used languages. Data's already on your profile from GitHub, no need to duplicate. You've raced ahead. I haven't got that far yet. I'm still on the left, but we'll go check that out now. So thank you so much for your feedback. This is great to see different people's perspectives because then they get to learn from different people and also I get to learn as well. And they're part of the EduHub org, so big thumbs up, definitely. Okay, so profile views, yeah, I think that doesn't add any value. If that's a small number, it looks bad. If that's a big number, it looks bad because everyone just thinks you faked it. So yeah, I don't think that's a good thing. I'll definitely add a bit more to this. What else? Always A+. I mean, has anyone ever seen anything that isn't A+? That's all I'm gonna ask. I say this every time, but I still find it super weird, interesting. I don't know what the right word is, but it's always A+. And you're right, most used languages, this can get out of date quite quickly. I remember having that on my profile when it talked about languages, Java and PHP that I used like kind of well over like 6 to 8 years ago. So yeah, it's not like the recent stuff. So great suggestions, thank you so much. Love those. Yeah, you agree, thank you. Always show A+. Has anyone ever seen anything that it wasn't an A+? Like literally, I don't think there is. Hey Leonardo, how you doing? Hope you're always doing well. Hope you're always doing well. I said always because I read always here. Hope you're doing well. Awesome to have you here. You're getting there. Cool. Working through everything. I love it how you all say hi to each other in the chat as well. Thank you so much, Kevin. I really, really appreciate it. All the feedback, definitely appreciate it. It gives me energy to do more, although it's like 9 o'clock at night here. I've been in the sun all day, so I'm quite tired. I was working from the pool today. Yeah, never not seen an A+. Exactly. Like, I think maybe it's open source and someone can dig into the code and have a look and find out, like, is it always A+? Like, if there's any activity, give it an A+. I'll be curious. Oh, I pronounced it wrong. You're going to have to send me an audio message. I think I need some help with that. I'm not good at reading, so yeah, I think I need some help with that. TypeScript is awesome. Yeah, we don't need a lot of TypeScript in EduHub because those projects don't get a lot of contributions, but TypeScript is awesome. Oh, yours is A++. Okay, nice. So A+, might have seen an A++ before. Maybe it's on your profile where I saw it. So yeah, A+ and A++ is all I've seen, right? Everyone's a winner with this widget. Connect with me, I think that's good. 6 pinned repos. I mean, the profile isn't so long and it could be made shorter if they move these 2 widgets. So having 6 pinned isn't too bad. I definitely need to get some code reviews on there as well, but they've contributed to Apache as well, which is awesome. So let's make some notes, and feel free, you all can make some notes too. Looks great, reviewed on live stream. So we can say some suggestions. I've forgotten them. Use the bio to share more info about you. What else did we have? Coming down. I might just copy Carl's message. The widgets and counters don't add value, suggest removing them. Try to do more code reviews. I think that works. Did I miss anything? Let me see the chat. I never had a badge. I only had 4. I think 4 repos is good. Yeah. Try to only pin max 4 repos. Yeah, 6 just seems a bit much. I don't know which one to look at and so on. I'm light themed because I mostly work outside in the sun on the beach by the pool. So light theme's good. So GitHub for me, either way, I'm inside or outside, GitHub for me has to be light themed and VS Code has to be dark themed. I don't know why, but those 2 I will never change no matter my environment or anything like that. Hey Krish, how you doing? You deserve a badge. Praduma deserves so much. He's doing amazing work. Love it. Hey Agatha, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, let's submit this and move on to the next one. Oh, I meant to close it. Close. Let's have a look. Right, what have we got next? So that was that one. Let me scroll the screen down. We've got another GitHub profile. Okay. Let's have a look. Do we have a picture? Being a bit slow. Okay, they have a picture and it looks really professional, but not too professional, like suit and tie and so forth. And it looks quite funny. So I think this is a great picture. Like you feel like you know the person if you're replying to, an issue or a pull request or whatever it is. Like you're going to be more friendly because you feel like you know the person and there's someone really there. So I think that is really good. And they've got a bio, which is really good, shows the technologies that they're interested in. I think it's great. Location, again, really helpful. And they started using this new feature. So shows kind of not only their location, it shows their time zones and how many hours ahead or behind they are in use. So that is great. And they're part of EdiHub. So definitely massive thumbs up. What do you all think? Let me check the chat. You can, you're never going to get your profile looking good first time. It's something you iterate on. I keep tweaking mine. I probably need to tweak mine even further. As I look at other people's profiles, I learn a lot more. So yeah, don't worry about getting it right first time. Just make little improvements, little and often. Yay, another light themed GitHub fan. Thank you. Yeah, maybe it is open source, and I'd be interested to know if anyone does find the answer. I'll be really interested to know. It probably is open source, and I'll be disappointed if it isn't, but I'll be interested to know why it's always A+. Hey Devraj, or just Raj, I'm doing good, how are you? I have one project for review called Candy. Cool, okay, submit the issue and then send me the issue number shortly when I start jumping into the chat for issue numbers, and we'll do that then. They mention a lot of orgs in the bio, you're right, but they're not part of them. Interesting. Maybe it's just things that they're interested in, but not part of the organization yet, because some GitHub orgs are quite strict with adding people, so maybe that's the reason. Another A+. Woohoo! Oh yes, I see the pronouns. You're right, could be in line. Makes sense. Dark themed. Should we do a poll about light theme and dark theme specifically on GitHub? Let me do that. Let me open YouTube and let's create a poll. Okay, we need to see specifically for GitHub. Okay, so I think I can add a poll here. So start a poll. Here we go. Question: light the GitHub theme. Light and then dark. Let's go. Okay, poll is coming to you now on YouTube. Let me know what you think. Okay, while you're doing the poll, I actually also want to jump in and just particularly mention a live stream that I'm doing and with VMware. So I want to be participating. Oh, I lost it now. Here we go. I want to be participating in a panel discussion, because that's me on the third one on the 29th of March, which is beginning of next week, by VMware Tanzu. And we're going to be talking about continuous learning. Like, technology is always moving forward. So we're going to talk about how you can keep up with the latest technologies. It's a free online event, so do come and join. There's a link in the description below. So yes, any questions, let me know, but also let me know at the live stream event as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Right, back to making some reviews. Here we go. Are people writing in the chat that they use dark mode? How's the poll doing? Should I check? Light, it's 50-50 right now. Light and dark is 50-50 for GitHub. That's really, really interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I think, yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. Okay, interesting. I've missed a lot of the chat. Hey Emma, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Praduma's light theme as well. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's quite interesting when people add. Yeah, someone wants to check the profile. I wonder if those icons, they won't show up in dark theme mode. So that's actually quite interesting. So they must be a light themed user as well. Yeah, there's a lot to read my experience. They probably want to pick their best three. You're absolutely right. Maybe like a TLDR and a longer part after. Light theme as well. Okay, I shall check the the stats, and let's also say that let's have a look. 50-50 still. Is my page not updating with the results of the poll? That's interesting. I was expecting. Shall I refresh the page to see it on YouTube? 50-50, 14 votes. Okay, let's give it a bit more time and see. Yeah, the GitHub trophies. I don't know. I think it's because I zoomed in. If I zoom out, oh no, it's still. You're right. Okay, we need to start making notes of all these good suggestions. Let's have a look. Let me make some suggestions. Right, I've forgotten what they were. People have made some thoughts already. So that's good. Okay, let's have a look. Reviewed on live stream. Looks good. Some suggestions. Right, what do we all say? I've forgotten now. I should bring up the chat again. Let's have a look. What did we say? Profile picture was great. We said bio was good. I think you talked about the organizations here, Krish, or down here, and then they don't match. I think that's kind of inevitably going to happen. A lot of text, so maybe too much like a resume. Maybe too much text like a resume. Oh, do the icons work in dark mode? Did anyone check that out? Do the social icons display in dark mode? Question mark. And what else did we have? Blogs are good. I wonder if that's automated or not, if there's a GitHub action for that. A plus widget always shows A plus. Suggest removing. Trophy. Widgets. Wrap on multiple lines. Suggest removing as well. I mean, does anyone look at those trophy widgets? They just say AAA. Oh, you got a B there, I suppose. And the Hacktoberfest badge. And they got 6 pinned. I need some code reviews, I think. Suggest pinning max 4 repos. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that. Let me just check the chat and make sure I didn't miss anything. What have I got? Context for an organization. I'm not talking about the GitHub orgs. I'm talking about the fields you have to add related orgs, like a second bio. Got you. Everywhere else use dark. Oh, yeah, GitHub does have more themes. That's a really good point. I don't really check them out. Maybe should. I wonder how like high contrast might work outside, quite well outside for me. You need to check that out. Thank you for the reminder, Krish. I'll have a look at that. Light seam supporters. Yeah. But you use LinkedIn? I don't even use LinkedIn. Oh, Emma's light mode as well. Awesome. Okay. Let's have a look at the poll. Yeah, see, dark mode's winning now. Dark mode is 56%. I was expecting dark mode to win. Do people think they feel like a hacker in dark mode? Is that why they prefer it? And maybe I suppose it's a bit softer on the eyes if your room is dark. So I think MDX is pretty awesome. The visitor badge. Yeah. Kind of, I don't see the widgets and visitor badges anymore, really. Just kind of like just scroll past them. Lots of great suggestions, Krish. Yeah, I think that's the case as well. Light attracts bugs. Eyes burn in light mode. Get some sunglasses. Okay, right, let's move on to the next one. What have we got next? I think it's this one's a portfolio, but do they have a GitHub link? They don't have a GitHub link, so I'm going to kind of come back to that. I don't want to have to hunt around for it. Make it easy for someone, people. Let's have a look. That's a repo. Oh, I recognize this person. They're chatting in the YouTube channel now. Okay. I don't know why images aren't loading though. That's a bit strange. Maybe they're... I don't know, that's odd. But okay, let's get on with it and see. Um, okay, so what are all your thoughts on this straight away? So what I see straight away is that I always look at the last commit. The last commit was 2 months ago, so I always think, is the project still active? I'm not sure. That's kind of my first approach. I know most people probably go to the stars. What's the first thing that you go to? For me, it's the last commit, I think. And then I suppose the stars and forks. They've got a description, which I think is really good, and a link to go to the website or the platform, which again I think is important. Looks good. Don't know why some images aren't loading. So strange. Contributors looks good. No releases and tags. They have hidden the things that they aren't using on the side, which I think is great, but they probably want to take a release and a tag. I think that does look good. And they got the README. Looks good. Maybe no screenshot. I don't know if there is a screenshot, anything visual, but animated GIF I think always really, really help. Isaac. And then let's see what else is hidden. No Git, actions is there. Okay, so issue, just go along the top and have a look. So there are no open issues. Again, I don't think their project's going to be so active anymore. Everything seems to be closed. No GitHub actions. Let's make some of these suggestions down. So it looks good. Some suggestions. I'm sure I'm missing stuff. I'm sure you're going to reviewed on live stream. Some suggestions. What do we say? Use GitHub Actions to automate tasks. One thing I always recommend people checking is what to automate. I mean, this is the releases. Oh, the image is loading now. I don't know what happened before. Glitch in the matrix. Maybe because I'm using the light theme. But one thing I always check is look in package.json and see what they have in scripts. So here you go. They've got lots of commands, and these could run on a GitHub action to make sure that it builds correctly. You could deploy it after release, and there's just so many things that can be done. So that's something that we can suggest as well. For example, build. Okay, so we mentioned issues aren't being used, pull requests none at the moment. I wonder if there's a project board. And no project boards, you probably want to hide that if there's no project boards. I think you can hide it. Hide project board if not using. Suggest using GitHub releases and tags. And then always go to the insights, go to community standards and see there's no contributing guides, which are probably the only important one that's probably needed. Add a contributing guide. Okay, what have you all said in the chat? Let's have a look. Yeah, GitHub Actions. GitHub Actions, like, so awesome. Make you forget light mode. But VS Code I have in dark mode. Like, that is the one thing I have in dark mode. Hot dog. I looked at it, my eyes are gone. Oh no, is this for the hot dog? I'm a bit nervous. Saurav, there's a link below for you to add your profile or your open source repo that you want to get reviewed. I'm a bit nervous. Let's have a look. I've got VS Code here. Shall I bring it over? And then you suggest hot dog. I mean, it is the Eddie Hub colours, but how can you work with those? I agree with Kyle. My eyes. Let's close that. Let's leave that for now. Okay. I think we should give minus 10 points for suggesting that theme. I wonder how popular it is. I should have checked. Okay. Let's have a look. A big no to the light mode code editor. Yeah, see, as you saw, my VS Code was in dark mode. Absolutely. Okay. Dark mode's at 65% in the poll. I'm gonna end the poll, I think, now. So we'll So we do VS Code. I think VS Code because VS Code, is it default to have dark mode? I can't remember now. But let me end that poll, and let's create another one and see. Poll VS Code theme, dark, light. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, it's default. Yeah, so I think that's what got me in dark mode on VS Code. Although outside in the sun, it's quite hard to see. So I do sometimes occasionally switch to light mode. Dark mode has such a cult following. Okay. Right, where do we get to? Here we go. We're almost finished 2021. Okay, Krish has got another one. Krish, we're going to come back to yours next time because we've just done one of yours already. Let's have a look. We'll almost go up to halfway, or 30 minutes in, let's say, and we'll start reviewing all of yours soon as well. How many thumbs up do we have on the live stream? I always go by that. 17 thumbs up, I think. Let's get to 50. Let's do it. SETI Black is the coolest dark mode in VS Code. Oh, I'll have to check it out and see. Have a look. 17. Okay, let me know when it gets to 30. We can get to 30, right? 22. Wow, that jumped up fast. So you were all watching, and none of you gave the video a thumbs up. Do I need to remind you to give a video a thumbs up? Deepak, 100% yes. Open source I've seen people get jobs as remote jobs in DevOps, in technical writing, in DevRel. Trust me, open source is going to help so much. Right, we've got a profile to review. Let's have a look. Oh, nice banner. I think it animates as well. Pretty good. Don't know why the picture isn't loading. Let's see. 22. Okay, we've got it to 30. Obviously, we want 50, but let's be realistic. Let's try and get 30. Let's see. I don't know why that picture isn't loading. Can I try and navigate away and come back again? Worked last time. Refresh the page. Must be my DNS or something not working. Okay. Well, that is so weird. Let's continue. So they've got their name, which is great. They put their pronouns here as well. Looks good. They've got sponsorship. Like, who's using GitHub sponsors? I think you should. It's awesome. VS Code, by the way, at the moment, the vote, 13 votes, 92% say dark mode. That's a big difference. Oh, I used it. Oh, yes. I've just seen Krish's message. I use dark mode in Discord. I think that's default as well. I missed some chat. Nord theme. It's color scheme, different apps. Oh, okay. Interesting. Is it possible to animate a profile to GitHub? I'm not sure what you mean. Could you explain a bit more? Oh, the picture loaded. Okay. Discord theme is really good. No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm glad you spotted it. I'm trying to multitask badly, so thank you so much. Some issues with the profile picture. I know you're using an unreleased version of GitHub. Okay, so the picture looks good. Again, you can see their eyes. Maybe it's a bit too serious. I think just putting a slight casual spin on it, I think helps. But it's not bad. It's definitely better than most people who don't have a picture or anything like that. So, or have a picture where you can't see the person. So you can see their eyes. So it's definitely really good. And they've got a bit about themselves in the bio, which looks good. This all looks great. They're using new social links, which I haven't added yet. I've just put the link-free link in my bio, but they've put the other ones here. And they're part of EdiHub, so big thumbs up. So look to the right. So I do like the banner. It's pretty cool. It's just animated subtly. I do like that. A lot of text here, though, I think. A lot of text, a lot of badges. Look, it's quite noisy, I think. It looks good, though. It's consistent. which is good. So you can kind of follow it. Okay, then it comes down to a page of widgets. So I think that's the first thing we've got to suggest. Reviewed on live stream, looks great, some suggestions. Remove all widgets. Is that a bit harsh? I don't know, A+ again. Currently not doing anything, so maybe that widget also needs to go as well. Like 4 pinned, which is great, very commit heavy. So, oops. Very commit heavy, suggest doing pull requests, issues, and code reviews. What do you all think? Let me bring this back up here and catch up with the chat. Yeah, I'm not going to check the file size. I thought GitHub would resize all of those, but yeah, it loaded eventually. Could be my internet as well. Yeah, outdoors light mode is definitely needed. Shivam, submit it and we'll try and review it later on. We'll pick people from the chat to review theirs shortly. Oh, really? Interesting. I might have to try it when I'm outside. Okay, that's one thing for me to try. Please make a note in Discord so I can read it after the live stream, because you know me, I'll forget otherwise. But I'll try that. GitHub light theme for VS Code. Sounds good. Deepak, don't apply for it. Just get involved in open source projects. Most projects are using kind of DevOps methodology and Kubernetes and all the rest. Just get involved, make improvements. Look at what Praduma's doing. He's doing so much in DevOps space and really helping lots of projects and helping Eddie Hub and a Link3 project and so forth. Yeah, definitely remove extra badges. We actually have, Samuel, we have some docs on this. You find your name in the list of people in the GitHub org under Eddie, and you can then change yours and only yours to be public. The world can be changed, but A+ can't. Yeah, right? It's just always A+. We're all winners. Surav, there's a link below to submit your profile. And then I'll take issue numbers shortly as well. Oh, thanks, Praduma. Awesome. Okay, let's get going. So no more suggestions on this. We'll move on to the next one. Let's go. Let's have a look. What have we got next? Oh, that's the one I just did. Did I miss one? That's the one I did. The profile. Oh, it's the same person, that's why. Okay, didn't have a GitHub link, so move on from that one. We've got another profile. I think it must be my internet. There's something wrong with this picture. Oh, that loaded a bit faster. So it looks good. Some badges haven't loaded. Again, I think that's my internet. Oh, it still says it's loading as well. Don't know what's going on there. Yeah, who they are, you want names. Hey, we're all friends here. Let's have a look how the poll's doing. 91% dark for VS Code, and 9% light. Yeah, I'm interested to know who the light themes are. I want to try the GitHub light theme tomorrow on VS Code. So 22 votes. Okay, let's end that one and see. Okay, that's interesting. Thanks everyone for being honest on that. Okay, so before we do the next profile, because we're 30 minutes in, I'm really keen to switch to reviewing your profile soon. I just want to give a quick shout out to a live streaming event I'm doing next week. And I am doing it, oh, I lost it, where am I going? Too many screens. I'm doing it next week with VMware Tanzu. I want to be on a panel, and we're going to be talking about continuous learning, especially as technology is always moving forward. How can we keep up to date with the latest trends? It's on the 29th of March. There is a link in the description below. Do sign up. It's completely free and it's online. It would be great to see you there, and I appreciate your support. Okay, now back to reviewing profiles. So what do you think? And the banner takes up a lot of space and doesn't have a lot of information on there. So I would probably suggest maybe they half the banner height. What do you all think? 25 thumbs up. Yes. Okay. Ready to review your profiles very, very soon. Okay. Do a Discord theme poll. But does Discord have a light theme? I've only ever seen it in dark theme, but okay, let's do one of those real quick. Discord theme. Light, dark. Let's have a look. See what people suggest. Name, please, face blue question mark. Not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Applies the most, yeah, exactly. I think the banner is too big. It's kind of taking us away from the more important stuff. So let's make some suggestions as we go along this time. So looks good. Some suggestions reviewed on live stream. Banner is quite large. Suggest halving the height. Okay, what else do we think? Let's have a look. What else have we got? Some of these aren't loading, but I think that's mine. I don't think that's theirs. You got see more. Oh, wow, some more badges. Okay, and see more with more badges. I think there's just too many. Oh wow. Okay. I mean, it looks a pretty cool widget, but I'm not going to really read it. I mean, does anyone actually go through and read and go, okay, they've got 4,000 commits and stuff? I mean, it's good that they've got a lot of it minimized. I think people forget about this, and I think that's really important. I'm not seeing let me refresh and see if we can get some of these images working. There we go. So, okay, so that widget's now loaded. So, okay, so there's an extra widget I didn't see before. And another one's loaded here as well. So these are latest blogs. Hopefully that's automated. And then pin 6. They're really active on GitHub. Mostly commits though. What have you all thought? Do you think as well? Like the GitHub metrics. Yes, join EddieHub to get started with open source. Exactly. Yeah, a lot of repeated information. I think they need to remove the widgets. Like if they want one, I think that makes sense. But then, I mean, you can have these ones. Is that, okay, that's all hidden underneath it. Well, that didn't load very well, but I'm guessing, I know it hasn't loaded, but I know what that's going to say. A++. Oh, it did say A++. Well, I was going to say A+, but it's a lot of pluses. Too many widgets. Suggest too many widgets. Suggest removing them all. I'm so mean about widgets. But the blog post looks good. Yeah, alt text potentially. It's a good point. I don't know if I do that on mine as well. We can do alt text with Markdown. So yeah, that's important. Let's add that. Images to have alt text. I do that on mine actually. I feel really bad now. I've written that down on theirs, but I don't do it on mine. I need to fix that. Yeah, it could be, but it would usually stop, the rate limit would stop all of them rather than one that's laid down the page. I don't know. Let's see. And pin 6 I think is too many. Pin max of 4 repos. But it looks good. They're really active. I think I always suggest getting double figures in this graph. So 10%, 11%, whatever it is, on all areas. I think it looks more balanced. I think I've just got mine all in double figures that I'm quite happy about. My pull requests were always behind because, yeah, I was doing more code reviews. But let's, contributors graph to be more balanced. Try to do more code reviews, pull requests, and issues. Okay. And the profile picture is good. You can see them. Maybe make a slightly lighter profile picture might be a little bit better, but it's me kind of picking on details. I like the widgets in my profile, no widget. Yeah, maybe we start a cult for the anti-widget club. No, I'm joking. The people can have widgets, I think, use them tastefully. I think it's also because when they first came out, everyone just went crazy over them, started using them, and it was just overused. So that's my suggestions for that profile. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, let's have a look. Another GitHub profile. Let's have a look. Yeah, cool. It looks like a picture. A+. Was anyone surprised? I'm going to do that as a poll, actually. Was anyone surprised it was A+? Let's do that as a poll. So Discord theme, dark as well, Krish, 15 votes. Definitely wins. I'm not surprised. But let's see. I've done a lot of polls today. Quite interested to see this one, though, as well. So GitHub profile widget. Have you seen anything that isn't, let me type it in, isn't A+ or A++, question mark. Okay, let's go. 100% I think it's going to be, they've only seen the A+ or A++. Let's have a look. Remove background from the profile picture. Let's have a look. What have I missed in the chat? I love it how you're all busy chatting. Remove background from profile picture. I guess the light on the person's face is from something there, and it's reflected on the back. So if you removed the background, then it might look a bit strange. So I think it's kind of it gives a better context. So I think it depends on the photos. Okay, A+, A++. Oh, you saw a B. Okay, interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. Mythical and rare, exactly right. Okay, right, go back to this. So they've got a good bio. I think that looks good. They've got a lot of followers. That's good. They're following people, got their time zone. Linktree. They should be using Linkfree. We should actually do some Linkfree profile reviews. I think I've got a video coming out on that as well. They've got a YouTube channel, which looks good, and Discord, and they're part of EddieHub. Cool, okay. What have they got? This looks good. I think the badges on the top, fit perfectly in the width. And then they have, a bit of information here. Check out some of my repos, but wouldn't these be pinned? Are they the same ones that are pinned? Oh, yes, they are. So there's a duplicate. So I don't think that needs to be, so that's one of the suggestions I think we're going to leave. Looks great. Reviewed on live stream. Some suggestions are, what do you think about those extra widgets? Suggest removing widgets. Also the duplicate repo widgets are not required. Pin max for repos. Well, I think it looks good. Let me see what I've missed in the chat. Anti-Linktree. Minus 100 points. You get 100 points if you're using Linkfree, and you minus 100 points if you're not. And then you minus 1,000 points if you're using Linktree, because it's not open source. Yeah, they're just like kind of, how you can pin repos? These are just like kind of widgets versions of them. But they look very similar, and they're a duplicate. I just kind of gloss over them when people use them, I think. Yeah, you can, if you submit a Linktree review, no, you can submit a Linkfree review. You can see who the geeks are, love it. Definitely. Widgets, star, maybe like asterisk, wildcard. Hey, how you doing? Awesome to have you here. And hey, Tamal as well. Great to have you here. Okay, we should start. We're going for 40 minutes. We should start with 45, I think. I started a few minutes early because I got very excited. We should start reviewing some of your profiles as well. Let's just look at the results on that poll. Some people have seen other things that aren't A plus and A plus plus. 15 people, 27%. Okay, interesting. That's a surprise. Okay, let's review some of yours. Right. Let's close this. I think we can close that. Okay, so we need some issue numbers, everybody. Send us some issue numbers in the chat and let's review yours. How many thumbs up have we got now? Did we reach 30? Did we get closer to 50? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Okay. Let's have a look. Praduma's going first. Okay, awesome. 7127. So let me just pick a random one and then change the number. 7127. Okay, Candy. Is this your new project, Praduma? Let's have a look. Okay, so it started 2 weeks ago. That's what I see first. And 5 days there was the last commit. Okay, and I'm sponsoring Praduma already. Okay, looks good. So that's my first impressions. You've got 9 stars. Let's have a look. What else do you notice? What do you think? So Candy is a CLI2 tool that offers a fundamental set of commands to streamline your DevOps process. Okay. You got a package on Go as well. Okay, cool. That's good. You've got releases. I like it, using Semver as well. You've got language. I'm missing a badge there, but I think that's my internet or DNS or something, so ignore that. Looks good. You're using the new styling of notes, which I really, really like. I would suggest maybe, this is great that you've got this, I would maybe suggest adding an animated GIF of using it. I know people just love that. People go crazy over it. So I do as well. But looks good. Issues. I think you might need some more issues. Even when you're doing your own work, just raise issues. I think that's just really important. And people can discover your project via issues and searching GitHub for issues and so forth. Nothing open at the moment. You've got some actions running, got greetings and releases. Awesome. And community standard. Actually, let me drop this in the chat as well in a second. You need a contributing guide. You've got a security policy, but not a contributing guide. Okay, I suggest adding that. Let me drop this in the chat as well. You want my thoughts on the features? Ooh, now you're gonna really test me. So let's have a look. Converts JSON to YAML, YAML to JSON. I think that's really useful. I think that is really, really good. Could you do the same with a CSV? Usually the first line is the columns, and then convert that to a JSON as well, or YAML. Generate a Docker file for different languages and frameworks. Also, you've got quite a few different mixes, okay? Generate Kubernetes manifests for different objects. More coming soon. Do you have any examples? I'd love to see some examples, I suppose, like maybe before and afterwards. So you could say, these ones, okay, I think have some examples on those is good, but I can kind of imagine what they're going to look like. But this, generate Docker file for different languages and frameworks. What languages and frameworks do you support? How does it look? Like, what does the result look like? You might have answered that somewhere else and I've just missed it. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, what else? I think that looks good. Anything else? Oh, the badge finally appeared. Again, it's my internet. I like how you've got the logo. I think that looks good. Let's code of conduct. All looks great. What does everyone else think? Let's have a look in the chat. So I shared some thought. I think the features are great. I think it's really good. You do some tweets about this as well. Maybe as you do things as well, like technical tweets, and then put a link in the reply. So if you want to see how I'm using it, here it is. Waiting for a year. Yeah, I'm quite behind. But I do pick people from the audience who are here through the live stream as well. Let's leave some notes on this. Okay, so reviewed on live stream. Looks great. Some suggestions. So what were our suggestions? I forget. Oh yeah, animated GIF. Maybe animated, not adjointed, animated GIF in README. Example commands with output, with result output. I think that'd be quite really useful. No one likes to write documentation, so that could be a good contribution that someone else could maybe do. I think that's really good. What else? I think it looks really good. It's a new project, and you're going to obviously keep adding more things as you go. But I think that looks great, Praduma. What does everyone else think? Only 25. Cool. Yeah, Praduma is doing so many things. Don't know how he does it. I hope you're resting, Praduma. It's the weekend. Remember to get some rest. But yeah, I hope that helps, and we'll look at it again in the near future as well. It looks great. Okay, so what have we got next? Tamal, 3, 5, 3, 1. Let's have a look. GitHub profile. Has been a year. So over that year, I'm sure you've improved your profile a lot. Let's wait for it to load. I don't know why it's... Yeah, and videos really help as well, absolutely. I think animated GIFs are good for a quick glance, but someone who wants a deep dive more, then it's yeah, good to add videos as well. You were second with what? I'm not going to go through in chronological order in the chat because the chat moves too fast. You have to resubmit your numbers again in the chat. Okay, still loading. I don't know what's wrong here. My internet seems fine. You obviously can hear and see me. I don't know why that's taking a long time. Maybe GitHub has an issue. Status.github. Oh, all systems operational. Okay, must be something to do with me. Okay, we'll come back to the picture in a moment. You've got your name, which I think looks good. And you've also got a bio, which is good. Let's geek out together. I'm pretty sure that you stole my, that's what I say. I'm sure you stole my tagline. Okay, you got your location, which looks good. Social links. And no link free. Tamal, what's going on? You break my heart. You're going to make me cry on a live stream. No link free. Okay, a lot of orgs. Again, some of these aren't loading. It's not the profile's problem. I think it's just my internet. I was just maybe too many orgs. I think if it goes past 2 lines, then I think how can that person be active? I mean, maybe you can be, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I just think that's maybe just too many. You don't want to collect organisations. I don't think that really works. But nice banner, and you've got you know, some words and some links. It looks really good. It's a GitHub problem. Okay, good. So it's not just me. Whew. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for clearing that up. You stole it. That's fine. I don't mind. Add link free. Exactly right. Let's do a poll, and let's cancel the last poll. What was the last poll? Okay, the numbers haven't changed. So 74% haven't seen anything else that's A+ or A++. So let's do a poll and say, should Tamal or and others add link free to their profile? Here we go. This is a poll for Tamal and everyone else. Okay, so, but the banner looks good. I would just say actually Devra, I think it's capital D, capital R. It's easier for someone to read. So I would definitely change that. And then with open source, I'd put capital S and maybe a space. Again, just make it really easy for people to read. Latest blog post, I like that. Professional experience, I like that. Open source achievements, looks good. 4 pinned, and you're super active. That's great. And you've got double figures on code reviews, maybe 7% on issues, and double figures on pull requests. So maybe do a little bit more on issues, just get that into double figures. I think it just looks a little bit healthier. What does everyone else, I'll make some notes and we can see what everyone else thinks. Looks great. Reviewed on live stream. Some suggestions. So what do we say? DevRel to be DevRel as it is easier to read. And what else did we say? Get your professional experience, the open source projects. And try to create more issues to balance the contributors graph. Okay, what else did we say? Let's see what other people say in the chat. So is Tamal stealing everyone's stuff, stealing the best from everybody? It's like Eddie's banner, nah, that sucks. Let me steal Produma's. Eddie's tagline, that's pretty good, I'll steal that. That's fine, it's what open source is about, right? Taking the best from everyone and making it better. Nice. It's great to hear, inspired by Produma's profile. That's great. Okay. How many likes have we got? 29. Haven't even hit 30 yet. And I started reviewing the chat profile sooner. Well, you know. 93% said yes. 7% said no. Shouldn't add Linkfree to their profile. Who's the 7%? You're going to make me cry. Yeah, we're all exactly. We're all inspired by each other, which I think is just great. Okay, I think that looks good. If you need a web dev, hire me. I think it all looks good. I haven't got any more suggestions. I think it's very good. I think that's it for me. We hit 30. Okay, thank you so much. Awesome. I do worry that, this came in good timing. 7126. 7126. We have a GitHub profile. But Krish, I do worry. You've trolled me a few times, so I do worry about that. I have to take it off screen first. I don't live stream every day. I live stream every week. And I'm moving from a Friday to a Saturday, so I'm going to try and keep it on this day and time every week. Okay, great profile picture. You know, you can see the person and they look happy, and it's still professional but casual. I think it's hard to find that balance. That looks great. Looks really, really good. You don't have GitHub sponsors on here. I would suggest adding GitHub sponsors. I think everyone should, right? If you collaborate with someone, they're really grateful and they want to drop you $5, then let them drop you $5. So I would definitely add that. You're part of ReadyHub, extra 100 points. Do you have Linkfree on here? You don't have Linkfree, so minus 100 points. I was just joking. Oh, these images aren't loading, so I can't really see the profile very well. Let's give it, it loaded that time. I was thinking I was going to see an A+ there, but it's a different widget. Okay, it loaded that time. Okay, looks good. So languages and tools, and what you're currently learning, looks good. How to reach me, nice icons, I think look good. Recent activity, I don't think you need recent activity because people will see it like down here anyway. Just my thought. I did have that at one point and I removed it. So just a suggestion, and maybe only pin 4 repos. And yeah, definitely do more on issues and code reviews. Let me make a note of that, and then you all can leave some of your thoughts and suggestions in the comments as well. Reviewed on live stream, looks great. Some suggestions. What did we say? Maybe remove the widget. I don't know. Remove the widget. Sorry if you like it. I don't know what value it adds. Recent activity. is duplicated with the GitHub activity. What else? Pin for repos, pin max for, can't write for repos. And maybe do some more code reviews and issues. Pull requests is in double figures, so that's okay. Try to do more code reviews and issues. And Linkfree is a great way to review people's profiles and get code reviews, get your stats up as well. So that's something that you can do. But otherwise, I think it looks really good. What does everybody else think in the chat? What have we got? What have we got? Everything's gone. It's okay. Your profile's fine, though. Don't worry. Yeah, but I get a bit wary now. I get a bit wary. Twitter can be removed from the banner. Let's have a look. You mean up here, this Twitter thing? Yeah, I don't know if it's needed. You got it here on the left, and you got it down here. So maybe Twitter should be removed as well. I add the Linkfree to Dog Point. Okay. Oh, people seem to want a banner. Potentially like a short banner on like what tech you're into and what you're about and stuff. Maybe you could use your Twitter banner. I wonder if you've got one on Twitter. You've got one on Twitter. I wonder if you could add that to your GitHub potentially. Oh, that's awesome! Look at this. My brother gifted me an Apple iPad on National Women's Day. That's awesome. I have to reply. That is awesome. Great brother. Enjoy. Okay. I was going to say, I think that's my suggestion. That's all my suggestions for now. Let's have a look. It depends on the banner. I think if you make it small enough, it should be okay. Yeah, the banner customizes it further. Okay, right. Who's next? How are we doing? I need to do another shout out for my live stream, I think. So everyone, bear with me. How are we doing? 32 thumbs up. Okay. So while you're all submitting your numbers into the chat, I just want to say that I'm doing a live stream with VMware. It's going to be on continuous learning as a developer, and I'm joined by some amazing panelists. Come and say hi. It is on the 29th of March. And it's going to be a live stream. It's completely free. You can sign up on the link in the description below. I'll hopefully see you there and geek out with you. Okay, now back to see how many we can do before it's time for me to go to bed here in Thailand. Okay, I want to end that vote, that poll. Let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, so I keep picking, so maybe we should get somebody else to pick this time. So let's see, who can pick? So Praduma, you picked Anushka. So maybe Anushka, you can pick someone. Pick a number that isn't yours, of someone else in the chat. 32, thank you. And while you're doing that, let's check Priyanka's, because Priyanka has been sharing the number of thumbs up throughout the live stream, which has added value to me and made my life a lot easier than me checking. So I hope that's a good example to say to people, always try and add value, and it could be something really short and simple, but it really helps the other person. So let's have a look. I just saw Bruce's comment. The people who voted no work for Linktree. That is so true. That really made me laugh. That's a good one. Okay, let's have a look. Projects Hut. A platform allows you to publish their projects for free. It's designed to provide space for individuals to showcase their work and connect with a global audience. Okay. 55 stars, 38 forks. Looks good. I want to see a screenshot. Like for me, I want to see what is it. You do have a link here, so let me go have a look. Okay, browse projects. Looks good. Again, the image is not loading. It's not the project. I think it's me. I think adding a screenshot to the README will again help. I think that would definitely help. And maybe animated GIF, like kind of clicking on a project and looking through it. But that looks good. You've got, you're hiding things that aren't being used, and then the things that are showed, like displayed like releases, is being used. So I think that's great. How are the issues looking? So you've got a couple of issues open. And then pull requests, nothing open at the moment. Are you using discussions? You're kind of using discussions. Actions I think you're using, which is great. And you're using project boards, which is also really good. Updated 2 hours ago, so that's really, really recent. Looks good. What does everyone else think? And you've got a full house there as well, which is great. Branches are low, tags are high and climbing. Oh, okay, that hadn't loaded before. So that was, again, my internet. That looks good. I would just maybe do the next page of the result. Or you've got it underneath. I think it says fork repository and documentation. So I would maybe put that one on top or something, rather than just the home page. Yeah, noticed that. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's weird. My connection it's not that slow. I think it's like 300 megs. So I don't know why. But it looks good. What else do you want to see? Yeah, 2 hours ago. The project's been going for maybe about 3 weeks. So I think that looks great. I think it's doing well. Don't know what to say. I don't think I've got anything constructive to say. Maybe we leave the issue open for a little bit longer and see what we can come up with. So yeah, the minimum, like a small suggestion, have this second one on top, because I think it's more important. But otherwise, available languages, I mean, that's great. Looks really good. Just keep working on it. I guess it's a new project. I think it's about a month old. See where you are in 6 months, a year. These things take time, but I think that's great. But yeah, GitHub issues. I think if you can use GitHub issues more, then with labels, you're going to get your project discovered more, is what I would suggest. Otherwise, it looks great. Great work. Yeah, and thanks for the reminder about the GitHub issue. Okay, what did I miss in the chat? I missed loads of stuff in the chat. Right, shall we do one more and I go to bed? What do you think? Okay, so we were saying, here we go. Anushka was going to recommend someone. 7135. 7135. Okay, so you backed up. You just got trolled. You're all ganging up on me. Hope no one clips that and puts that on socials. Krish, you're fired. Oh, and also, where is it? Where is the chat? I lost it in the chat. Anushka, who suggested I do that one by Krish. You're fired too. I'm just joking. Yes, you're all ganging up on me. Look, it was really great to geek out with you all. I think as it's the weekend, I want all of you to go get a break, and I'm going to go get a break too. Remember to rest, remember to contribute to open source, remember to collaborate with people, and remember to join me on March the 29th. Let's geek out. I look forward to seeing you there. Links in the description below, and I'll see you in the EdiHub Discord between live streams, between this panel discussion as well. We're always chatting daily on Discord, talking about our projects, helping each other. It's awesome. Just want to say a big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream, and yeah, geeking out in EdiHub. I will see you all soon. And apologies for the don't all laugh, don't support Krish, just encourage him to do more. Too many times. Sorry for those who I didn't review your profiles and projects today. I will get to those soon. I will do more of these live streams if you enjoy them. We could also do them potentially as Discord calls, so therefore you can practice your public speaking while chatting and reviewing other people's project. If that sounds good, maybe that's something we can do this week. I'm happy to do that. Okay, everyone. I think it's a good place to stop. Have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.